find my way to an early grave.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Dude, I bought like 12 Celsiuses the other day on Sunday when I went grocery shopping, and I left like 1 or 2 at the old ladies for when I spend the night, and I probably have like 1 or 2 left. I've probably drank like 10 this week.
What are they, like $2 a pop?
I don't know.
You can get a 3-pack of sparkling orange at Walmart for $2.
Sparkling orange what?
Celsius.
I've had the orange one. If I'm...
What are you drinking? Or what were you? Is peach something?
No,
or
no.
Not peach, sorry.
Fiji pear.
That's it.
I like that one the most. I only drink that one, and I drink the Granny Smith apple cherry one.
Walmart does have a 12-pack for $17. That's not bad.
No, it's also... I've been drinking like $30 a day worth of drinks.
Yeah, they have them at Walmart for $105 a pop. Normally $197. Pick and Save's like $229.
How are you finding that? Just Google?
I literally Googled Celsius Fiji apple pear.
Fiji apple pear. That's my favorite. Brain food.
So, 1 Celsius from Pick and Save is 1,946 Satoshis.
Satoshis.
Whatever.
It's because I fucking spelled it wrong like an idiot. C-E-L-H.
Hmm?
I was trying to find the damn ticker for Celsius. I kept fucking spelling it wrong.
Why is there an H in it?
It's C-E-L-H, and I think it's because it's Celsius Holdings.
Ah.
And like how many C words there are, like how many millions of publicly traded companies. You have to like condense it down to 3 or 4 letters.
Yeah.
Strategy's been doing pretty well. I'm finally actually positive on that. MicroStrategy, I don't know if you remember.
Yep.
Remember talking about them? They've created other financial instruments, other stocks, tickers, and shit. There's branches off the company, and they're like preferred stock and like dividend paying. There's like all these different. They're doing all this financial engineering. One of the ones they just came up with was Strife.
That's not new, is it?
There's Strife, Strike. There's another one.
I feel like I've heard of Strife before.
There's a million of them. But actually, that was one I just started. They just released a couple months ago, and it's not as widely known, but I've actually been loading up on my retirement. But this is, what day did this come online? 3/25 this year.
Okay.
So like 4 months. It's gone from $85 to $120. So I've been buying some of that in my retirement. That's been my Bitcoin exposure in my IRA. I've been buying like 5. I just started buying recently. I've been buying like 5 shares a day, roughly. I have a feeling it'll somewhat act a lot like Strategy did.
Oh, sure. Little dip and then...
Yeah. It's like I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that it's going to be like a couple $100 in the next couple of years.
Damn.
Like I anticipate that it'll double or better. So like sticking a little bit of that, like 10% of that IRA into that.
How did you transfer yours into a self-directed?
So I had all mine rolled. It seems like I always neglected this stuff, and then I got a new job, and then I'm like, all right, I'm going to roll all these together, and then I got a new job. So like I've never had them like all in one.
Well, I have wits aside yet, which is why I'm asking, because like I think I would like to do that as well, but it's outperforming my current one at
Who's your current one through?
Transamerica.
I wonder if it's just garbage or the other one's really, really good, or both.
I don't know. I feel like I got to pick the wit ones, and the Transamerica ones they just like threw into the 2060 whatever retirement.
Yeah, crap pile.
Yeah.
So anyway, what I did is I had a bunch of them. I had like 3 rolled into one.
Yep.
And I had like a Roth. Anyway, when I left an employer, they typically get thrown into like what's equivalent to like a savings account. Like they don't invest it anymore because nobody wants to manage it if you're not contributing or they're not getting paid to do it. So it got thrown into like the savings account. Then some other company became responsible for and just sat there. And then this company, I think what they do is they like buy these neglected rollover ones, and then they just charge you like, it goes in a savings account, and I think they charge you like $15 a month to manage it, and then they just like suck money out of it.
Really?
So I was like, I need to do something with this. And so what I ended up doing is, it's just through Webull. Like, you open up a regular Webull account, but like you can open up an IRA. And I was like, okay, well, I just did that. So it's literally just like my Webull account.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the app looked familiar. I liked Webull.
It's just two accounts on the bottom, and you can just click whatever one. There's one regular one and one IRA, and then it's like literally the exact same thing. Like, shows your stocks and whatever.
And there's no tax because you're rolling into another IRA?
Correct. So in order to roll, there's certain stipulations with IRAs. I just had another one that I tried to roll in, but they said it wasn't eligible, and I don't know why. I don't remember. It was like not a lot of money to worry about, so I put it on the back burner. But like if you've had 401ks like that, like you should be able to roll yours into an IRA. The only thing is, I think if you roll into an IRA, you can't roll it back. So like you're just kind of stuck managing it forever.
Oh,
which isn't a big deal, because you could just buy like a Vanguard fund and just leave it alone, but or whatever. But the thing is, you're not paying someone else to manage it.
Yeah,
because typically you're paying like 0.4 or 1% or whatever to somebody to just buy. Typically, just buy an ETF.
I'm just trying to pull up my.
So they have regular IRAs, and then they also have Roth IRAs, and
in Webull,
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
But you can, I think in a lot of these, you can also contribute to them. But I would just do a little due diligence first, because if it's a traditional IRA and you contribute it to it, I would make sure you get a tax form, and then you should be able to write off what you contributed against, like, because you already paid taxes on it when it should have been contributed, but pre-tax. But since it's not through an employer, no one's taking money out of your check for you. You're just taking your money that's already been taxed.
And then, yeah.
So there would be some like questions I would look into. If it's a Roth, I don't know why you couldn't just contribute, and then you'd still have to, everything you do you have to fill out a tax form for. But like, I don't think there would have been any tax liabilities or anything like that if it was a Roth, because it just comes out after tax anyway. And if you're self-managing it, like, you just get paid and you put it into a Roth IRA.
Turns out we'll never know.
Just dead.
Spinning wheel of death, yeah. Was looking at the Chase money market accounts though that we have. Pretty pleased. You
guys just use that for a little bit longer savings?
Yeah, exactly.
Basically not just leaving it in a bank account.
Correct. I wish they gave time better in the Chase app.
Yeah. I think they do that shit on purpose.
Right, so you can't
figure out what you're actually making.
Yeah.
So one of the things about having an IRA that gets me the most excited, I think, is like I have my regular individual margin account, and then I have my traditional IRA, is the tax benefits. Like, I like buying and selling and trading and swing trading shit. And if I do that in my IRA, I don't have a tax liability. If I do that in an individual margin and I make profit, that's a taxable event. And you sell it and recognize a gain. So like, I've just been doing all that in my retirement account instead, and then I don't have to pay taxes on it, on the growth. So like, if bad news comes out and Nvidia takes a shit and goes down 40%, your IRA, you just load up on it, and then if it goes up in 2 months and you sell it, you're not paying taxes on that. Not until you're dispersing,
taking out the IRA.
When you retire. So that part's kind of exciting. It's like I can trade and do shit and make money, and then I'm not like, oh great, now I'm gonna have to pay the taxes at the end of the year on this. So it scratches that itch, because realistically, the best thing you can do is just put like 100% of your money in Bitcoin and not have a retirement or anything else. But
yeah,
but I like that, looking at charts all the time and trading and strategizing, and I enjoy that stuff. So it scratches that itch where I'm not liable for taxes now. The growth isn't taxed.
Or do I just take the hit and put 75% of that into the Bitcoin?
Right? Probably only take about 20 minutes to recoup those losses.
I mean, realistically, I can't touch it I wouldn't have been able to touch it until for another 30 years anyway. So I would be saying that I couldn't make 25% in 30 years in Bitcoin.
This is where my mind starts to go a little bit, is everything keeps going up. Like my IRA has gone up like 5% in like 2 weeks.
Damn.
And it's like, wow. But then like we lost 30% of the value in 5 years. So like if it goes to $1 million, that's fine. But like what if it takes $1 million to buy a car?
Exactly.
It's like it keeps going up and it sounds great, but like God, inflation is just rough. I feel like everything is like the tech curve. I forget the name of the law where technology doubles every other year or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
But like I feel like rate of returns, like everyone needs to put their money in CDs, and it's like 0.5% interest, and it's like now people want 5%, 10%. Like the growth and percentages of everything is growing, and like it's parabolic. Is like it used to be like 2% inflation is normal. It's like what if it's 5%? And then what if 20 years from now it's like 10% a year? Like
Then
what if everything just keeps growing?
Yeah. And then your investments you want to see 30% because 10's not good anymore.
Right. So that's what's like kind of scary. It's like it's nice to see those numbers go up, but it also like makes you wonder, like, is there enough? Like,
I mean, if you did nothing with it, you'd be losing money. So,
and also when I ran the calculations on like your rental versus Bitcoin, or it's no different. Like if you're paying off a mortgage, like if you're trying to compound money, it is infinitely more beneficial to increase as much as you can early on.
Oh, for sure.
And compound. But adversely to that, you're contributing peanuts every year to a retirement. And then over the long haul in compounding, you end up with a large nest egg. What if like you're way older, like you're retired and it's 5 years ago, and like what if 30% of that's just gone, your buying power? So like what if you
thought of that?
Like what if you spend your whole life building a nest egg?
Yeah.
And then you just have like 5 years of just like ridiculous inflation. And then you just don't have any buying power anymore. That's what like terrifies me. That's why I keep thinking like what if I put every penny in Bitcoin?
Yeah. I mean, one would like to think by that time most of your like buying power is.
But like your retirement stuff's all based on USD.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like you have a stock, like it's USD. But like, so what if Google's 40,000 a stock? But like, what if $40,000 doesn't have any buying power anymore?
Yeah, like you've planned for, I don't know, let's just say
2% a year or whatever, or inflation.
Right, but like I'm just saying, like you plan, like your house is paid off, your car is paid off, you're not planning on buying anything else, but like eggs are still.
What if there's $70 a dozen?
Right, you didn't plan for that.
Right.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So like it's so far away that to me it's hard to assess that risk, and it's scary to me because like I don't know what the economic climate's gonna be like and like geopolitical issues 30, 40 years from now.
Right.
It's like, what if these 5 years, like what if you're our parents' age, you retired 5 years ago, and then it's like you had 1 million in your retirement, but like 30% of that's just gone.
Yep.
Like it's just it's useless. Like you basically took 30%, lit it on fire.
That's wild.
Like that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's like, hey, you worked really hard for 10 years.
Like
you didn't.
Like you can't do anything about that. Like just 30% of your money's gone. Like what do you, what that sum of money, like you've never made even remotely close to that sum of money in a year. Like it took you your whole lifetime to save that up. Like there's nothing you can do at 60 to recoup 30%. Like you're just living without it. Yeah. Black, red, whatever.
Right.
Like that shit scares the hell out of me. You can't like plan for that.
No.
I mean, that's always been the case, but I feel like shit's more fragile now. It's probably just fear mongering and everything else, but like, I don't know. The last 5 years just terrify me.
I would be more curious to hear other nations' perspectives also. Because, I mean, it's got to be somewhat true to the same. Like Bitcoin, obviously, still store your value worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
They might not be losing as much as the USD every year, but it can't be growing.
Right.
Can it?
I was talking with a friend of mine yesterday, and everyone has a prediction. Everywhere you read, everyone has a prediction on Bitcoin. It's like
It's
right?
either going to go to the moon or go
By-
to the basement.
Was it like it's going to be like 1.18 million to the third quarter of 2027, and then they have like some chart and like extrapolation to back that up. It's like everyone has this ridiculous, not even ridiculous, but everyone just has this like whatever
Wild assessment.
Yeah. And he's like, one of the charts he found said it was like 5 million a coin by 2031. And he's like, if this happens, like, I'm diversifying out of Bitcoin, I'm buying all this other stuff, and I'm going to retire.
Why?
I agree with that. With what your reaction, but also like I think about that. So far we've mined over 19 million Bitcoin. There's only 21. We're not introducing, it's going to take another 20 or no, it's going to take several decades before we mine the rest. I forget how many.
I thought it was 2. I thought it was like 2040 something.
Yeah, I thought so too, but that's neither here nor there. So basically with the supply we have is most of the supply we're ever going to have.
For our,
For
peak.
everyone, really.
Oh, I suppose.
Like MicroStrategy owns ass loads. They figure about 1 million coins are missing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's not a lot out. Like, there's not going to be much more than there is now. So then you think about it, as if it's 5 million a coin. Where does all the money come from? And I think it's just from people not investing in other shit. Or if you own a rental, you're like, and it needs a roof and windows and it's like about to fall over, you're like, sell it and buy Bitcoin instead. I wonder what it's going to do to the stock market and the price of other assets. Like, does gold go down? Does real estate go down? Because in a perfect world, a perfect money like that, everything typically gets cheaper.
Right.
So, like, if you make something more efficiently, like, it gets cheaper. The problem is everything gets more expensive because of inflation. But in a perfect world, like, everything actually gets cheaper. So, like, I wonder if, like, the cost of rentals will go down. I wonder if, like, the price of gold will actually go down. Like, why? Like, other than, like, gold's good at conducting electricity. Like, most people probably aren't going to want to buy 6 bricks of gold and throw them in their closet anymore. like, I wonder if it'll taper off or go down. Or, like, yeah, Google's pretty good. Or, like, they're just kind of coasting. Or IBM or, like, Kodak, who's out of business. Like man, it's up there. I think I'm just going to sell Google and buy Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It's like, I just wonder what the stock market will be like. I wonder what, like, real estate prices will be like. Because I feel like less people that have a shitload of money are just not going to buy blocks in town anymore, and they're going to buy Bitcoin.
Right. It's less maintenance.
Yeah. So then it's like, well, does housing get cheaper?
Yeah, I mean,
And
it
then
should.
I almost wonder, like, if Bitcoin in my lifetime goes like 10 million a coin, it's like, do I take like 25% of that and buy a shitload of real estate? Because, like, the most perfect money is great, but you also need, like, water and, like,
It'd be nice to have.
a place to live. And it'd be a way to diversify out of it. But
Yeah.
so, like, he was, like, under the assumption, I feel like, mentally, that the world is still the same and Bitcoin's just 5 million a coin. It's like, I don't think that's going to be the case. It's like, I think real estate might be cheaper. Like, I don't think we're going to be in the same economic climate. Because the money doesn't come from somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, one, because they just keep printing it. But two is, like, I feel like people are going to get out of other assets and into Bitcoin.
Right.
And that's where everyone's projections come from. They're like, there's, you know, how many trillions of capital in the world or assets. And it's like, well, if you take half that and you put it in Bitcoin, and there's only 21 million coins. It's like this. It should be this much. That's where a lot of people get their predictions from.
That actually makes a lot of sense to me, and I like that because then our debt would actually be backed by something.
Yeah. So there's thoughts that the government might tokenize Bitcoin and stuff, and I don't know. I don't care either way.
Right.
I just want to hold my own Bitcoin, and I don't want anyone else's influence on it. That's why we're so upside down right now. But they might use it as a tool, but so can everyone else.
Yeah. What if they tax it?
If they do, I think the stock price of Lipton tea will go through the roof. I hope the fish like tea. I was also thinking, I just had a brain fart. I was thinking the other day, I was listening to something, a podcast last night, I think.
No way.
And somebody was saying they think, so the largest corporate entity that holds Bitcoin's MicroStrategy, like they have like loads of it, is they are thinking that one day they might become a central bank. and they might loan money out against their Bitcoin or other things. Like they have the most Bitcoin, so
Makes sense.
you can
Yeah.
use Bitcoin as collateral, which is the best collateral there is. I forgot where I was going with that, but that's a possibility anyway. Is they might pivot or also turn into a bank. Fun facts. But I really wonder, like, I think about that. I hear some of these I keep saying ridiculous, but projections of Bitcoin's going to be 21 million in 21 years. It's
Right.
like all that money's flooding from somewhere. What does it do to the price of everything else? I feel like there's got to be a tipping point. The problem is you never know all these variables, but like at what point is like, the problem is you can never have more Bitcoin, but like at what point is it almost like overvalued? If it's 21 million a coin, and then like if everyone's selling their real estate, like at what point can you buy like 8,000 acres for like 1 Bitcoin, and then you just have one less Bitcoin? It's like
I'd rather do that.
like digital gold's great, but like if you own half the planet, like no one gives a shit what's on your iPhone. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like if you need water and a place to live and, you know, trees and resources, like at
Yeah.
what point does it make sense to diversify out of that a little bit? And do you even sell the Bitcoin to buy it, or do you finance against it? Like, well, I don't know. I just wonder if Bitcoin goes way, way, way high, what happens to the price of everything else? People stop investing in Nvidia and shit like that. Not saying Nvidia is shit, they're doing great things, but I just wonder how the rest of the economic climate's going to change. If it gets like 100,000 is a lot, but like 21 million a coin is way different.
Yeah. Again, though, like, what if eggs are $75 a carton?
Right.
Like, is 21 million a lot anymore? Or is it like the new 1 million?
So that's what I wonder about is like, do eggs go up, but like cost of houses go down? Because like I don't know anyone that's buying eggs and sitting on them, like, you know, as an investment and holding them for like 6 years. Like, I just like like it's a whole new world out there. I feel like I could just wonder what things will be like if Bitcoin actually gets that high. Because I feel like the economic climate's going to change so much. I often wonder that. Actually, somebody I've worked with in the past got pretty into Bitcoin early on, and I've heard that he made like a pretty substantial amount of money.
Oh, really?
Like he probably had like 10 coins and at, you know, $300 and sold them at 30 grand or
Damn.
something. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what the numbers are exactly, but I heard he's made a pretty good amount of money.
Well,
I don't know if he still holds them or
I was
not. I
gonna
have
say,
no idea.
Probably
But
regretting if he sold now.
yeah, I'm just trying to figure out a way in my brain, depending on what I need for money in my life, to just not ever sell it.
Yeah. I remember years ago, Dill obviously was there talking up the Bitcoin. And,
At their old house?
Yeah. And David was on board. I can't remember what exactly he said, but yeah, even if like a couple $1,000s to have in it just to see what it does.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he
Still has it?
helped. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should probably text and find out. But because like he could be sitting on 0.4 maybe.
Yeah.
If,
Or, I mean, well, if he put a couple thousand, yeah. I mean, if you put a couple thousand in it,
like four
I mean,
or
that
5
was
years
a long
ago.
time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could realistically half coin or whatever. I mean, turning a couple thousand into 50,000s
Fucking
feels pretty
sweet.
good.
Yeah. Here I'm happy that like I put in 250 in the Coinbase and it's up to like 300.
What's crazy is like I feel like my cost basis is like 80. Well, it's gone up now since I bought a little bit more, but my cost basis was like 86 grand, and then it was like 111 before I bought the rest of it. And it's like it's gone up, but like it's not a lot. But the problem is like is my fucking cost basis is so high.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem that high, but
Yeah. I was going to ask you that too. What's the easiest way to find your cost basis on Swan?
so what I ended up doing is, do you know how much money you put into Swan?
No.
Okay. What I ended up doing is I went through one day and I added up all the money I put in to Swan.
So there's not just like a.
So I don't even include fees and everything else. Like it's still a sunk cost. Like your fee of buying like $2,000 is like $8. So like I don't really care. But I basically just added up the money I put in between all of the places. How much I basically looked at my orders and I added it all up and I came up with my total dollar amount in, and then divided that by how many Bitcoin you have.
Got it.
Point whatever.
So I probably will not.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's what I ended up doing. And then I finally added it up because I have it on two different accounts.
yeah.
It's annoying. So I ended up adding them together, and then I saved it in my notes because I always like to run,
Right.
like, how much is it if it's 118 or 120? I have other stuff like I technically could sell and stuff and put in too, but the stuff I would sell and move is in MicroStrategy, so it's basically heavily correlated to
Mirroring
Bitcoin.
yeah.
So and it would have a taxable event.
I don't understand how this happened. Like, you sent me, I think it was you that sent me that reel where it was like, my ancestors didn't do anything. Like, was that you that sent
Probably.
that? Oh, they're like, yeah, like, nobody was entrepreneur and whatever, but like, and yet they still okayed all these taxes? Unreal.
I feel like I've sent several things like that. Any chance I get.
Yeah, my IG is definitely like music, Bitcoin, car, Bitcoin. Yeah, it's funny. Like, just looking back at some of these messages, like June 30, 108.8.
Right? You know what's crazy is I'm trying like heck to spend all my liquid cash that I had saved up, like trying to get in before like 100.
Right?
It was like felt not that long ago. For being like at all time high, we're like really holding pretty well.
Yeah.
mean,
I
we're
asked
like-
when that drop was going to happen, and you were like, no, all-time high, whatever, and it's...
It did. It went down $1,100.
Right. Yeah.
So like I would buy now before it hits 125. Like,
Yeah, so I set up those recurring payments in Swan, man. Like, they're the...
I'm gonna I think just go with Coinbase. I think I'm gonna pull all mine
Get out, really?
out of Swan and just put it on a wallet.
Well, yeah.
Because like the recurring purchases, now you have to pay fees. So like there's no advantage
Yeah.
anymore for me. So I'm probably just gonna take all that and put it on my wallet.
Yeah, and so the reoccurring purchases is actually what fucked me up, and like it made me salty with the app. Because I put in for like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna dollar cost average it, whatever. So it came out to like $70 a day for like 2 weeks, and with the money I wanted to put in there, and so like it withdraws weekly from your Chase account or my Chase account, whatever. It's like, okay, no problem. So what I did, like, it withdrew. Okay, first week good, 70 every day. Second week good, withdrew 70, 70, 70. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop the whatever on X date, so it doesn't withdraw again before the last thing. And then it kept the remainder in Swan. And so now I have like 200 and some odd dollars that I can, the USD in Swan to buy Bitcoin with. It never did the rest of the recurring purchases.
Yeah.
I still have the $20 a week or whatever, but I don't know when to do I just drop that other two, whatever it is in like now?
Yeah. Or $70 a day, whatever. Yeah. I'm just going to go down to Coinbase, I think.
So much more user friendly.
I think so too. I get the aspect of Swan or River, but I'm a very technical person.
So I guess the better, well, and the XRP's in Coinbase.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, what does that look like? Swan to Bitcoin, or Swan to Coinbase
I would just
transfer?
If I were you, I would just take and put it on a wallet from Swan. I wouldn't even probably transfer it between the two.
So how do you track? I guess you haven't played with it yet, but like, how do you know? Like, you just know that you have.
I think there's an app. Everyone always said like long term to be very financially secure for a very long period of time. Like 0.1 is like the number that like all your average people should be shooting for.
Right.
Naturally, he thinks like I do. Like, well, one's better than 0.1.
Yeah, like I want to be above average.
So I want to be more like I don't know, Jensen Wong, or I want all the money.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that sounds good. But man, I don't think I'm ready to part with the rental yet to do it.
No, I don't think that's the play. But
yeah, maybe someday we'll see.
I think the biggest thing, honestly, it's just like saving or anything else. I think the play is just
Keep putting in.
$50-$100 a week, and
Yeah.
it'll still be a pile of money someday.
Right.
Like they say, your average person should have 0.1. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, you'd just like to
Pass that down
buy
anyway.
$4 million worth right now, but it's not realistic because we don't have that kind of money. But yeah, I just pass it down. I mean, honestly, I just don't ever want to get rid of it or hope my kids never get rid of it either.
Right.
It's kind of like owning like a shitload of land. It's like you don't want to die and your kids just sell the land. Like you're not going to get the land back. It's gone.
Yep.
I mean, realistically, if you're going to put all your money in it like I do, and like I don't have like shit for a cushion for savings or anything, like I just put like a lot of my money in it that's not in retirement. It's like realistically, you should probably put all your money in it and then sell it when you need the money for something. But I just don't want to sell it.
Right. Well, and that also makes you question how bad you need the thing you want to sell it for.
A house. The problem is like for a down payment, I'd sell like. But then you think about it, like what is a half a Bitcoin going to be worth in 5 years?
More than the house, probably.
Right. It's like, I mean, honestly, like I think about it, it's like, do you just live in an apartment for 5 more years? I mean, it sucks, but like, I mean, if you think about it,
why does it suck?
well, I mean, being in a house is better than being in a shitty apartment. Like this house than a shitty apartment.
Yeah, but it's not.
But you're not paying on it for 30 years. I'm not paying $900,000 for a $300,000 house.
Right, but I mean, you got no kids, no pets.
Right. Like I plan to for a while yet. Like I don't, unless I buy something that I can fix up and turn into a rental or something. But
yeah.
But yeah, I just think about that, and I'm like, what if I can just delay gratification? I mean, like, what would be the difference if I waited 5 years and then just like sold the Bitcoin and bought a house in cash, like a house, like $500,000-$600,000 house?
Yeah.
I don't know.
One thing I was also thinking about, speaking of houses, is our house. Like, for instance, it's like if we did get rid of the rental, like one of the options would be to put the money we made down on this house. We could have the house paid off, damn near. I thought to myself, I was like, fuck, it's only at like 3% interest rate. Like it'll be paid off in like 10 years, maybe 10 years, I think.
That's like enticing to think about.
It's just not worth it.
Yeah, it's enticing to think about because if you think of something else you could sell, like sold a Jeep and bought like a $5,000 car, like if you could like be debt free in a year or two, it's like all the money you make that goes to all your bills now. So you put in Bitcoin, but the problem is like someone else is putting money in on the rental.
Right, exactly.
So like mathematically it doesn't make sense, but like could you imagine taking like $2,000 a month and
into Bitcoin,
like Bitcoin or something? Like
yeah,
like you're gonna get there then. Like if you do that, like most people are gonna pay at our age are probably gonna pay on their house another 20-25 years. Could you put $2,000 a month for 20 or 25 years? Like even if Bitcoin keeps going up, like you're gonna be at like 2-3 coins.
Even if it was like just $1,000 a month,
right?
And so that's why it is really enticing, though. Like, I mean, sure, they're putting money into our pocket right now, but they're not putting money into Bitcoin.
True. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Another thing I've thought about too is I think a lot of the getting cut 50% stuff is gone. Like I don't think it's going to dip like it has. I'm not saying it won't. Like you might see a 20% pullback, but I don't think we're going to see 50% pullbacks anymore.
God, I hope we do.
Same. But I think about like the Bitcoin I already have. Like whenever like publicly traded companies, the whole idea with like marketing and everything else, like you're trying to pull the future forward. So you're always trying to make your company more valuable than it is. Like on your earnings and everything else. Like I've really thought about like those loans I was just talking about. If I took a loan out for a year at 9.5% for like, I don't plan on touching my Bitcoin. Like if I took a $5,000 loan out for a year and just bought Bitcoin.
Oh, do you think?
And then made payments to myself.
Yeah.
Like, do I think I would come out ahead? I'm like, honestly, I almost want to try it. Like with a small amount of money. Like what if it's $2,500 loan for a year? Like I could lose my job and make those payments. Like the payments are gonna be small.
That's just pull out your calculator right now. That's stupid. Like stupid low risk.
Right.
Because
like It's 50% LTV. So like if I took a $2,500 loan, I'd have to put 5,000 worth of Bitcoin, and the margin call price on that, like last I looked when it was like 110, 115, Bitcoin would have had to drop to like 73 or 78K to get margin called. Like I just don't see that happening.
Right.
So
Sorry, remind me what margin call is.
So like if I put up Bitcoin as collateral and then the price of Bitcoin just goes to hell,
They take it back or whatever. Got it.
they sell your position, they recoup their loss,
Okay.
or so they come out flat more or less. They're not willing to like lose all of their money.
Yeah. So then if you think about it though, because like that's only like
Say I wanted to take out
$250.
a $2,500 loan.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I just want to try it on like a really small amount of money, like $2,500, because like a payment.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the interest payment's going to be dirt cheap.
So my payment would be like $220 a month, and then the total is $2,630. So it'd cost me like $130 a year.
Right.
And at 9.5% interest,
but you're just putting that 220 into Bitcoin.
I'm paying myself back. I'm paying off a loan.
Yeah.
No, I'm buying the Bitcoin up front.
Okay.
Honestly, that's what strategy's doing.
Yeah, because then
You're basically making a bet that it's going to go up more than 9.5% a year.
has there been a time it hasn't?
Yeah, there's years where it got cut 50%. But I don't think that's going to happen anymore.
I really wish they had they got like 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. Like they should have like a, I don't know, 26 weeks, 6 months.
97 days.
No, just like the in-betweens, the 1 week and the 1 month.
What are you looking at? What app?
Coinbase.
Okay.
I wanted to see like even if you look at all, okay, what's this little point here? January 14th, 2022.
Otherwise, do you have Webull?
Yeah.
Just go to Webull and type in BTC USD. The charting's better.
Oh, I didn't know that they had it on there.
You can't trade it, but it still has charting.
No, it's still.
It only goes back a couple of years. It only goes back to like 2018. But you can go to yearly candles.
Oh, that's cool. I suck at reading candles. I'll have to get better at that. Can we spend some?
Go to
I was just gonna say, can we spend some time to teach me that?
Yeah.
Okay, so unless it was in 2022, the odds of you getting 10% are really good.
So I'm very like 50-50 on this. Is like I look at the risk and I look at the reward. So like, what do you think the risk is? I don't think I'm going to get margin called. So what's the risk? I pay 9.5% interest and it doesn't beat the loan rate. So the year would have to be like flat or negative.
But you'd still have the Bitcoin.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like your cost basis on the Bitcoin just went up whatever interest was.
So what I'm getting at is like, what's a lose scenario? Like, I don't think margin call is realistic.
That would be the worst one.
I don't think it's realistic. I really
So
think the probability is low. So I think the
Most realistic worst case scenario
is the value of the Bitcoin's going to drop.
Yeah.
So say I buy it at 100,000 and then it drops and it's only worth 80,000 and I paid $130 in interest.
But you're not getting rid of it, so you don't have to realize that loss.
But to me, that's not the risk. The risk is I don't do it and it goes up 50%. Like that's what the risk is in my mind. So like honestly, I want to do like I kind of want to leverage. It's not even a lot because the thing is you can't even leverage a whole lot because it's 50% LTV. So it's not like if I have 50,000 in Bitcoin, I'm borrowing $75,000. Like if I have 50,000 in Bitcoin, the most I can borrow is 25,000, and I can't make the payment on 25 grand anyway. So I kind of want to do like $2,500, $5,000, something. I'm basically like make a car payment to myself.
Yeah.
It's like $200 a month. So like most people can afford $200 a month.
You could even try it with $1,000. I don't know how low the loans go, but $1,000
They go down low. Like I don't even think they have a minimum. But like I don't think anyone's going to take a loan against BTC for $1. Like if you're buying Bitcoin, you don't have $0.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, and there's like, I started looking into it. Like there's no like you can have as many open loans at one time as you want. So like you still have to, it's still 50% LTV. So like if I borrow 10 grand, I have to give them 20 grand in BTC and they hold on to it. It's collateral. So like
Until
if
it's
I
paid
only,
off.
yeah, so like if I only have so much, I can't just keep making loans. Like I still have to give them collateral. It's like a house. Like I can't just take 30 loans out on this house. You only have one house to give as collateral.
Right.
So like there's no minimum amount of open loans you can have. But like I don't get my Bitcoin back till I pay for the loan. It's like you can't just rinse and repeat and create money.
Right, but you could every year. Like you could.
Right. I'm saying you could have like 10 loans out at one time, but like
Oh.
they hold on to it until you pay the loan back. So it's not like I can just take 50 grand and
Yeah.
just take out infinite loans. So like a part of me is just like, what if I borrow enough that my payment's like $200 a month and I
Yeah.
just buy it now and let it grow? And then I'm confident that it's going to outpace 9.5%. I'm also curious. The first time I try it is, I wonder if I can even over collateralize it and bring the interest down. Because like I don't think I'm going to take a big loan out, and I don't
So,
plan on
like-
like selling the Bitcoin. But like, what if instead of 50% LTV, what if it's 25%?
So you take like $2,500 for 7,500 coin.
Yeah, and then what if my interest was down to like 6%? Better.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to use the Bitcoin for anything else. Like it's literally just going to sit there until I buy a house or build a house or whatever. So I'm like really contemplating taking out a loan against my Bitcoin because it's literally just sitting there. It's like I could have more Bitcoin because I could.
Why
honest-
is this not a thing? Like,
No, it's a
there's got to
thing.
be a loophole. Like, there's people doing this.
Yeah. Like Michael Saylor says, like borrow responsibly, but he's like, if you can finance your house, like finance your house and buy Bitcoin. You're going to pay for it over 30 years.
Right.
And especially when interest rate was 3%. Like, honestly, everyone should have just like fucking refinanced their house and bought something to invest, but most people don't have that much equity. But like, if your house is paid off, he's like, yeah, finance your house, buy Bitcoin. Like responsibly, like make sure you can make the payment.
Right.
And make, understand that what a margin call is and like make sure you're taking out appropriate risk.
Yeah.
But like, why wouldn't you? Like when an interest rates were 3%, why wouldn't, say your house was paid off, why wouldn't you take $400,000? Could you imagine if 3-4 years ago, if you lived here and this place was paid off and you just
Yeah.
like took out a $400,000 loan and bought Bitcoin? Like basically you're just making a mortgage payment over again
Yeah.
for 30 years, which is whatever. Cause the shit's going to grow 75% a year anyway.
Right.
You're going to have 40 million when you're done.
Jeez.
Like it's a thing, but you have to like not be dumb. Like don't just like go finance your car and like you have to make payments on stuff. Like you have to have income. But that's why I was thinking like I couldn't move it all into a wallet because I don't have it anymore because it's collateral. But
I mean, that wouldn't be the worst thing.
no, I mean a responsible person, custodian is holding on to it. So I've always wanted to pay stuff off as soon as possible, but the more I think about it, like I don't see the point. Like if I can borrow it,
But
if I can borrow it
now?
5% and make 8%,
Yeah.
like why don't you do that? Because the problem is like
So you're saying right now that I should probably think about borrowing rather than.
potentially, or what I would consider if I was you too is, I don't know what your house payment looks like, but I would pay minimum payment on the house payment, take the rest and put it in Bitcoin.
Interesting.
Because what's your interest rate on your house? 4 or 4%?
This
This
one?
one?
No, it's like 3.
Okay, yeah. So you're paying 3%, but if you put it in Bitcoin, you're going to get 30. So the stuff that really, really, really interested me too is like a 0% origination fee. It looks like the minimum you can borrow is 10 grand. It's kind of that kind of sucks.
Oh, okay. So that probably prohibits
my
people
payment
from
a lot.
doing that
Yeah. I mean, to make my payment a little bit more.
a lot bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, it's got the calculator right on there. That's fucking cool.
Yeah. And it's super basic. So my payment would be $876 a month. So when I looked at this last time and said the loan rate was 9.5. Right now their calculator keeps saying 13, but I don't know how to bring that down.
Will it let you bring it down though? Like, or is it just fixed at that?
No, I think it depends on how much you want to borrow and what your LTV is. So also, one thing to play with, I have it set at borrow to 10,000. You have to post like 0.19 Bitcoin to hit 50% LTV, the minimum. So if I were to bring that up from 0.19 Bitcoin to 0.5-ish. The margin call price is like a little bit less than 32 grand.
It's never getting there. It's never.
So it's like safe. You just have to put up more collateral. But if you're not planning on using it,
right?
Like you
especially
can
only for a year,
reduce risk.
It's like it's the new CD
versus the 0.19, the minimum per LTV. The margin call price is 84, which I don't think we're going to see anyway.
Yeah, even still.
I mean, that's a huge cut. That's like huge. But anyway, I thought that was super fun to play with. I was looking at that one day. I mean, if you really want to get fancy, I love being creative, making creative deals. If you wanted to, I could post my Bitcoin, and you and I could split 10. And you can pay me monthly.
What do you mean? Oh, like we put up
just
for
cut
10?
that in half. Yeah. If we ever decide we want to go down that path, because that'll make our monthly payment more tolerable.
What was it again?
On 10 was like $867 a month.
It should be like 4 something a month.
Yeah. Something to think about.
It's tempting. I mean, the Jeep gets paid off in 2 months, 3 months,
or like next year or 6 months from now or whatever.
Yeah.
We could split it. I would just have to post mine.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just looking at
numbers, maths.
Yeah, maths. Home equity loan calculator. Like if I wanted to on this house or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy because you're saying 9.5%, and like that's what I mean. You can get as low as like 6.25 for a 10-year term, and there's some that are like, I don't know, 8.2, 9.2.
Well, I mean, like realistically, if you were to borrow money against this, 80% of the equity. No, I'm saying like 80% of the equity, like the house's value is probably not going to change that much unless it like catches fire.
Right. Even actually, if it caught fire, our insurance.
Yeah, he'd be ahead.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, it's super tempting. Like I really thought about. I don't have a car payment. The thing that would suck though is if like my car like really shit the bed and I had to buy a car or finance a car, then it would kind of suck.
Yeah, that's kind of I don't regret the Jetta purchase at all, but it definitely wasn't ideal.
It's not in the budget. Wasn't in the budget.
We were planning for it, but
not yet.
Yeah. I mean, essentially, it was gonna take over the Jeep payment because we didn't want more than one vehicle loan.
How many months you got left on the Jeep?
Like 2 or 3. Like it's yeah, it's coming because I bought it in 2020.
Right.
5 year. We made a little over payments, so like it should have been December or something, but it'll be October.
Shaved a couple months off.
Yeah. Am I gonna want to drive a Porsche when I'm 60, or do I just get a Porsche now?
That's the hard part, man.
Yeah.
What's I've always like tried to delay gratification. I've always done a very good job at it, but it's increasingly more difficult when it's like half a Bitcoin could be 500,000. Like, you know what kind of car I could buy for 500 grand in retirement?
It depends. I mean, you might only be able to get a Ford Mustang.
Right. Yeah. But just the opportunity cost now, like the hurdle rate's just so much higher. It's like you just have to invest that money.
Yeah. That is a fun exercise to do too. I forget what
I just won't ever let myself enjoy it. It's the problem. I'll just die with it.
Oh.
I just die with like 8 coins. I'm just living in poverty.
I forget what I was watching, but there's this like finance reel or whatever, and it's just like every time I want to spend something, I multiply it by X or whatever because that's.
Well, it's gonna be worth someday.
There was another one too where it's like if I spend like say I want to buy $100 pair of shoes, buy $100 pair of shoes, but then I also put $100 into something, which is a fun thing to think about.
Yeah, if it's shoes and not Porsches.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, do I spend $40K on a Porsche, but then I also have to put $40K into something else? Yeah.
No shoes. You're driving Porsche barefoot.
I mean, it makes things harder to afford, which is nice. Like you're really questioning, is it worth it? Porsche would be worth it. But.
I've really thought about the loan thing. I really wanted to try it with a small amount of money, but that's not $800 a month isn't small anymore.
Yeah, no.
That's not like a small car payment to myself.
Yeah. Even when we split it, it's still aggressive.
Yeah. It's not a
$200
cheap
payment.
car payment. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's not
really
the
was
jet
like
off.
shooting for like the $220 a month. Like, meh.
Yeah.
It's like I used to spend that often on worse things.
But again, like if they would just come out with like a, hey, you can do 10, but it's going to be 4 years.
Yeah.
You pay a little more in interest, but
I think a lot of their financial engineering is just the LTV for one and the duration of the loan.
yeah.
It's like they're worried if it goes out a long time, like just my crater asteroid hits the Earth and Bitcoin goes to $5 a coin.
Right.
But it's also a little bit of it has to do with the hurdle rate. So it's depending on who you're borrowing the money from, because certain funds or pools of money don't do risky shit. Like if you have a pension fund, like you are liable to pay
Yeah.
a lot of people until they die, and you can't sustainably, like your fund can't get cut in half and everyone retires because all the money's gone. So there's stuff like that where they invest in like bonds and T-bills and shit where it's like, I know I'm going to make 12% on 4 years, and it's just like a very cut and dry, easy to plan.
Sure.
Stuff like that's not buying Bitcoin. But what they can do then is loan that money to people who are buying Bitcoin.
Hey.
But not everyone is necessarily going to invest all their money in Bitcoin because it potentially could be too risky. So the one thing, like, I wouldn't loan my money to someone at 9.5% because I know the hurdle rate's Bitcoin, because I would have no problem putting that money in Bitcoin.
Right.
So they would have to pay me more than Bitcoin appreciation. But if I have a pension fund, I can't assume that kind of risk.
Yeah.
So a lot of different pools of capital are figuring out the hurdle rate is Bitcoin. Like, do you put your money in the stock market? No, you put it in Bitcoin. Unless it's your retirement. Do you have any price projections for Bitcoin? Do you have any charts? Do you know what it's going to be in 2032?
I don't. No, God, I was really disappointed it didn't hit 120. Like, cause I remember watching it. I'm like 115. I sent you the meme. 116.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh shit, 118 before I left work, and I'm like, here we go. And then yeah.
So the one thing I noticed though, with the price action, back to candles and everything else, is it went up pretty substantially on not a tremendous amount of volume. And always, if you look at the bottom, your Saturday, Sunday, and like overnight, the volume's way lower because everyone's sleeping or
Drinking or something.
or like
not trading Bitcoin.
Big institutions aren't buying it on Sunday morning, like they're
Right.
closed. So your volume's always lower, but it didn't take much volume to push it to new highs, and it's just hanging there on not a lot of volume.
How does that happen?
Just depends how much is for sale and who's trying to buy it and what they're willing to pay. But if it comes back around to Monday, there's a lot of volume. Well, volume is like energy. So if the price is going up with a lot of volume, like it's a lot of energy up. But if it's going down with a lot of volume, like it's a lot of downward pressure. It's like some people will see it. Yeah, like some people will see like the price go up like a good bit. Like if it goes up like 2%, and like, wow, but it took like a lot of volume. Like it took a whole shitload of people all buying at the same time to drive the price up a little bit. If the price goes up like 10% on normal volume, there's not enough for sale. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
So if it goes up like 3-4%, everyone's like, oh my God, we're going to bust through all time high. And it's like the volume is like 4x what it should be. It's like, well, you already expended all that energy. Like eventually you just run out of people to buy it. So that's why I like candles, is because the whole thing I'm looking at is this price change and volume. And that just like, I can picture it in my head. It's like, how much upward energy does it have? And also, like, if it goes up and then there's just like abnormally high volume for a long time and it's just hanging there, it's like there's a whole bunch of people fighting on both sides and it's just meeting in the middle. So it's like when all the steam runs out, does it like trickle up or does it fall down? So it's like volume is really important. Like line charts are useless to me because like it just doesn't tell you enough shit.
Right.
And also, we might as well get into candles a little bit.
Yeah. Cool. I was just checking price at 117. Like I said, I'd probably get rid of that $200 on Swan that's just chilling there. But I mean, that might just be something I do this weekend. That's the other thing I like about it too is that it's not like Monday through Friday from 8 to 5.
I love that.
It's so fucking
Just trade it
like that.
24/7,
Right.
anywhere in the world.
Yep.
You'd be in China right now, and I could send you Bitcoin.
Beautiful. All right, Weeble. Getting there.
Coinbase. Oh,
Coinbase has candles?
yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
That's good too because I haven't logged into Weeble on my new phone since I got it, which is months ago.
So I have people that like send me price predictions. Friends of mine, they're like looking at line charts. And I'm
How many friends do you have talking about Bitcoin?
a couple, not many.
I was just
I have
gonna say
one,
like this
I have
is
one person I talk to quite often about it, and he's always like, "I think it's gonna do this." And I look at the chart, and like to me, it's just like the chart does everything, and I'm like, "It's not. Like it won't. Like I just confident it won't. Like neither one of us know for sure, but like I would take substantially more odds that I'm right and you're wrong, just based on the chart."
sure.